Hello everybody out there. New DVD collection video today. So I'm going to talk about what I've bought in the last 3 weeks or so. Almost, not quite a month, but close. I'm sorry, a month. I'm sorry. It's been about a month and a half. Almost 2 months. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I don't know. Anyway, let's just get going. First up, we'll do DVDs, as usual. Got a few TV shows here. This is from Mill Creek Entertainment, because I wasn't really even sure that they did this, but they release almost complete series of TV shows, and they're pretty damn good quality. I mean, like, decent quality. This is Heathcliff. This is Season 1, Volume 1. It's 32 episodes. And the quality's great. I mean, it's, being a small company, and I got this for $4. They do other shows. I think they're also the ones that were in charge of, like, Roseanne and that 70s show, and a few others, Third Rock from the Sun, Grounded for Life, a bunch of other cartoons too. I saw Street Sharks, the whole series, for $7 the other day. So yeah, they do a lot of good stuff, and I'm actually kind of happy that they do that. I'm gonna adjust this. This is bothering me. Okay. Yeah, so they do a lot of that stuff. Next up is a series that I had been buying, and they stopped releasing it, and I was worried they weren't going to release the last 2 seasons, and they finally did. This is the 6th season of Family Ties. I really like this show. The last 2 seasons weren't that great. I watched them on Netflix not too long ago, but I'm glad they're releasing this. They actually announced Season 7 for August, I believe. So yeah, I'm glad they started releasing these again so I can get the whole series. Next one up is Hey Dude Season 2, which I bought. I bought used. You can still see the stupid damn sticker, but I haven't been keeping up on these. Shout Factory's a great company. I'm going to talk about them a little bit more in a little bit. But I really like that they're releasing these Nickelodeon shows, and they're releasing these horror movies and other TV shows. And just realized I might have brought it in here anyway. So I'm glad about it. I kind of haven't been buying them, but it seems like they're releasing seasons, and they'll release a complete series. They did it with Rocko's Modern Life, and they just announced Angry Beavers, which I have the first and second volumes. So I may hold off on buying any more of these because I think they're down to 1 season left, and I'm wondering if they're just going to announce a complete series, in which I'll just buy the series. Next up is Tourist Trap, which I've never seen before. I bought it because I wanted to see this a long time ago and never watched it. And this is a release from Full Moon Features. This was just released on DVD in this edition anyway. It looks like it's pretty crappy quality. I haven't actually watched it yet, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look very good. There's no special features, at least not according to this. So we'll see what it looks like. Next one I bought up is The Mask, the animated series. I bought this used. It's the first 2 episodes of the series. I bought it just because I wanted to see the series, or I wanted to remind myself of it anyway because I've seen it before. And apparently this was released when the Son of the Mask came out. It was like a double feature type thing at Walmart, but I got it for $5. Figured, what the hell, why not? Next one up is a show I never thought I'd actually see released on DVD. This is the Tom and Jerry Kids Show, the first season. This is a cool show from my childhood that I really like, and I watched 1 or 2 episodes of it, and it's still a fun show to watch. They also released Tasmania, which I cannot find anywhere. I'm going to have to order it on Amazon. I was really hoping to find it at Walmart, because they had this, and they also had the next one I'm about to talk about. But they didn't get Tasmania, and no one seemed to have gotten it, and I don't understand why. Next one up is Tiny Toon Adventures. This is the last volume set. This actually completes the series. The only things they haven't released, I know they haven't released Night Ghoulery. I don't think they released the Spring Break special. That might have been on one of the DVDs. I don't think it was though. And they haven't released oh shit. Oh no, the movie was released. I think that was it, just those 2. So, but this pretty much completes it all. I haven't watched any of this yet, but I'm glad that they finished it. I'm glad they finished Animaniacs also. Animaniacs actually, I don't think I talked about it when I bought it, but I did buy the final volume, so I have the whole series of Animaniacs now too. Next up is Best of Warner Brothers 25 Cartoon Collection Hanna-Barbera. And that's this right here. I didn't even know this was coming out. This is actually just basically 25 cartoons from Hanna-Barbera. It really only goes into the 60s, but I watched the first disc all the way through. It was mostly Quick Draw McGraw. There's a Huckleberry Hound show was in there, I believe, and Flintstones, Jetsons, something else I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, Yogi Bear. And then the second disc has like Johnny Quest and some other stuff too. Frankenstein Jr. I think might be in there. That's a cartoon, isn't it? Something with Frankenstein. Next one up is a movie I wish I'd bought when it first came out because it went out of print for a very, very long time. But then Warner Brothers got the rights to a bunch of Paramount movies and they re-released it. And I was really happy that they did. This is The Odd Couple 2. I don't know. I always liked this. This was Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau's last movie together. And I don't know. I watched it when I first got it and I really liked it. Next one up, I used to own this and then I rebought it. This is Seed of Chucky. The reason I rebought this was because I have I have the Blu-ray. I also have the HD DVD, but I have the Blu-ray. The Blu-ray from Canada. It's never been released in America yet. And I bought this because this is the unrated version. The other one's rated. The HD DVD is unrated, but honestly, I don't even have my HD DVD attachment to my Xbox. I don't even have that hooked up anymore. I don't want to plug it in just to watch that movie, so I bought it on DVD again. And the last DVD is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I have on Blu-ray, but I bought this specific one so I could get the commentary with John Hughes. Bought it for $6.59 used. I haven't listened to it yet, but this is the reason I bought it. It's the only reason I bought it. Okay, moving on to Blu-rays. First up, SpongeBob SquarePants the movie, or the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. When it came out on Blu-ray, I didn't have it on DVD, so I was like, I want to buy it, but it was $20, and I was like, no, that's too expensive for that movie. But I got this for $7.88 at Walmart. Devil's Rejects, which I used to own on Blu-ray, and then I sold it, and then I just recently rebought it for pretty cheap. Mainly because I didn't really understand Blu-ray when I first got it. I expected it to be like, crystal clear picture and everything, and this is a movie that's not going to be crystal clear, but it looks good, in my opinion, now, so I rebought it. I like the movie. I like all of Rob Zombie's movies. Next up is Haunted House, which I had never seen before. I bought it based on my brother saying it was funny. Watched it, and I was laughing my ass off in the first, 5 minutes. So this is actually a pretty good movie. It had some slow spots. It had some stupid jokes, but for the most part, it was pretty good. Much better than the crap that's been coming out, like Epic Movie and Meet the Spartans and all that garbage. So this one was actually pretty good. This is with Marlon Wayans, excuse me. And yeah, it's got some good stuff in it. Next one up, Dick Tracy. Been wanting to buy this forever. Was not going to spend $20 on this Blu-ray because there's no special features. None. Not even a trailer. Nothing. Just the movie, which is fine, but not for $20. I got it for $12.99, so still a little bit too expensive, but I was fine with paying that price. Watched it. Hadn't seen it in a long time. I love this movie. I love Al Pacino in this movie. This is just a fun movie to watch. I remember seeing that in the theater. Next up is From Beyond, which is a Shout Factory Collector's Edition. And this is got a bunch of new special features on it, interviews and commentaries and stuff like that. This is a fun movie to watch. I love Shout Factory. And I also love it for this, because here's the original poster art as the cover. I love that. They are releasing so many great movies. This is going to be such a fun year for these types of movies. Next up, we have 16 Candles, which I love John Hughes. I want to buy all of his movies on Blu-ray. I think I have all of them that are on Blu-ray at the time. Weird Science is not on Blu-ray. She's Having a Baby is not on Blu-ray. Curly Sue's not on Blu-ray. I think all the other movies that he directed are, and I have them all. So this is a decent movie. I'm not as big of a fan of it as most people are. I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. I'm more of a Breakfast Club person. Breakfast Club's one of my absolute favorite movies. Next up, we have Halloween 3. This is also a Shout Factory release. hate this movie with a passion. I actually bought it just for the documentaries, and I will listen to the commentaries too. Um, I bought this and it didn't have a slipcover. I was kind of pissed about it. I bought it brand new too, and it didn't have a slipcover. So sadly, I just have. This is the only Shout Factory Blu-ray that I have that does not have the slipcover on it. And if anyone's interested, this, if you can see it, is the cover that they use. But I like the theatrical poster covers better, so that's what I use. And Justice for All. Kind of been on an Al Pacino kick. I don't know a lot of his movies, so I just kind of started watching some of his movies, and I saw a clip of this, and I was like, I really want to see the movie. And I have to say that this movie is kind of goofy. He got nominated for an Academy Award for this, but there's a lot of like weird stuff in this movie, like scenes with like really goofy like 70s type music, disco type music, and it's, I don't know, it just doesn't fit in with a crime drama movie, but whatever. It was decent. Not a huge fan of it, but the end scene's really good. I mean, Al Pacino's a good actor. Next up is Star Trek: The Next Generation, The Best of Both Worlds. I've never really watched Next Generation, but I bought this because I knew that it was kind of like 2 episodes edited into a movie. Watched it. I was really happy with it. I really liked it. So I'm going to end up eventually watching Next Generation. And it was kind of neat because it kind of just led right into First Contact. So I watched First Contact right after this, and I'd never seen that movie, and it was really good. This was a Blu-ray I wanted to get for a while, but I just kept putting off and putting off and putting off, and then I found it used for like $13. This is Hungarian Rhapsody, Queen live in Budapest. I'm a pretty big Queen fan. I'm not like a huge fan, but I like their music and everything. So I bought this. I kind of watched bits and pieces of it. I haven't watched the whole thing, but it's decent. It's, in my opinion, it's definitely not their best concert, but it is what it is. It's Queen. What are you gonna do? This movie I saw in the theater. I really wanted to see it, and I went and saw it, and I was kind of disappointed. It's not that it's a bad movie. It's just kind of there. There's not too much to it. And this is Hitchcock. Honestly, it felt like it could have been a TV movie. But it was good. Anthony Hopkins was decent. I'm not going to say he was fantastic, but he was pretty good. And that's pretty much it. There were a lot of problems I had with it, but not by any means a bad movie. These next two I bought because Fry's Electronics was having their anniversary sale, and they had these for $15 a piece. This is Thor and Captain America on 3D Blu-ray. These are usually $30 or more, so that's why I picked them up. I haven't watched them yet, though. I've seen the movies before, but I haven't watched them, so I can't comment on the 3D. Next one up is Texas Chainsaw, which I did not see in the theater, mainly because I thought the trailers looked terrible. But I rented it and watched it, and I was actually really happy with this movie. I don't know why it's getting such a bad rap. I thought this was a really fun movie to watch. I thought it fit in with the first, as a good follow-up to the first movie, but I guess a lot of people didn't like it. There were definitely problems with this movie. There were a few pretty stupid scenes, pretty stupid lines, but overall I liked it. And the 3D was pretty cool too. I didn't buy it for the 3D. I mean, it just came with the 3D, so that was kind of neat. And it was pretty cheap too, $20. The next two are Don Bluth movies. I'm a big Don Bluth fan, so I saw these for $5 each. And I figured why not pick them up on Blu-ray. It's got we got Thumbelina here and Pebble and the Penguin were $5 a piece. I haven't seen Pebble and the Penguin in a long time, or Thumbelina. Thumbelina I probably haven't seen since it came out when I was a kid. But I watched this the other day. It's okay. It feels like a movie that's trying to be a Disney movie, but it's not. So it was what it was. I mean, it had some. I'm not even gonna say that. The music was pretty shitty too, but I like Don Bluth. I'll have to get around to watching this. I saw some bits and pieces of it on another review online, and it looks pretty bad. So it's probably gonna be terrible. But $5, whatever. Next one I also got for $5. This is Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which I love this movie. I have not watched this Blu-ray yet, so I'll get around to it eventually. But $5. I was kind of pissed because Best Buy had it at one point for $5 and I didn't pick it up, so I was kind of glad I was able to find it again for $5. Alright, next one up, another Shout Factory movie. This is The Town That Dreaded Sundown. This is a movie that's never been released on DVD. I don't think it's ever been released on DVD anywhere. I had a VHS copy of this early in 2000, but yeah, I watched it recently. It plays out a lot like Zodiac. I think the movie drags a little bit, but for the most part, it's a pretty good movie. This movie looks really good, too, by the way, on Blu-ray. I was actually really surprised by how good it looked, especially for a movie that hasn't seen the light of day in years. But I watched one of the interviews. I haven't watched any of the other special features. So there's a commentary. There's also another movie called The Evictors, which was the same director, but I haven't watched that yet. Next one up is another Shout Factory movie. This is The Burning, which is a movie I had on DVD from MGM. I don't know what happened to it because I went to grab it to sell it, and I don't have it anymore. I don't think I sold it, but maybe I did without even thinking. But I haven't watched the movie yet. I watched the interview with Tom Savini, and it was really good. I might get around to watching this soon. There's the original poster art, which again, I love that. And it has a commentary, and a trailer, and more. I don't remember what else is on it. Alright, next one up is a movie that I rebought just to get this case because I really like this case. This is Van Helsing. I'm a big Steelbook fan, so it's basically the exact same thing as it was before. And I don't know, I like the case, so the first time and only time I've ever done that. Hopefully it will be the last, because that was kind of goofy on me, but that's okay. You know, sometimes I want to do stuff like that. I'm a collector. What can I say? Alright, and the last one is Face Off, which I have never owned on Blu-ray. I used to have it on DVD years and years ago. This is also a Steelbook. Got it at Walmart, along with Van Helsing. I just recently rewatched this, and this movie's really, really good. I just didn't like the end of it. But, I don't know, it's just good. I think these two actors, Travolta and Nicolas Cage, really worked well together, really bounced off of each other very well. And, yeah, that's that. John Woo's a brilliant director, and that's that. Alright, guys, that's it. Kind of a short video for me. But, you know, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys later.